What's good? This is Trey. Welcome to this presentation. Today, I want to talk about this quality of getting comfortable with being uncomfortable. All right. And as a man, this is a quality that you want to develop. You want to get good at being able to function, stay grounded, stay masculine, stay a beast, no matter what situation you're in, even when you're uncomfortable, even when you're anxious, even when you are not, you're not in your elements. It's being able to just know that no matter what happens, you can handle it. Okay, and I want to give a specific scenario. When it comes to, because I talk about cold approach. All right, going out and approaching women. And going out and approaching women you don't know, that's a very uncomfortable situation to put yourself in, because you don't know the woman. You don't know the response you're going to get. You don't know, people are watching. It's uncomfortable, man, like straight up. I'm not going to pretend like it's not. However, if you consistently do it over time, that thing that was once uncomfortable becomes comfortable. So, for example, with me, when I just started going out and approaching women, I experienced what they call approach anxiety, right? I used to go out with the intention of talking to women, and instead of talking to women, I would walk around, whether it's a mall, whether it's a park, wherever I was, I would just be walking around endlessly, fighting my mind, trying to get myself to talk to a woman. I'll go to the next one. Oh no, she's not cute enough. Oh no, but she has a boyfriend. Oh no, but I don't know about that one. Just stuck in my mind the whole time. And it's because I'm uncomfortable. But over time, what I realized is the people who really achieve above average results, or achieve or experience above average an above average quality of life, are the people who are willing to expand their comfort zone, right? The people who are willing to go through uncomfortable situations consistently until they get to the point where that uncomfortable situation is no longer uncomfortable. It's now part of their new comfort zone. And so that's what's going to happen, if you're interested in going out and approaching women. That's how it goes. When you just start doing it, it's going to be uncomfortable. I'm not going to bullshit you. It's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to be awkward, all that shit. But if you consistently do it over time, it starts to get comfortable. You start to become confident. Because you start to see it's not that big of a deal. You know what I mean? And your nervous system gets used to the tension of these interactions, right? And now you become the kind of guy who can see a woman you find attractive and walk up to her and be comfortable and relaxed and confident and have a conversation and express yourself and be authentic and be real and lead and all that great stuff, and communicate your sexuality too, you know what I mean, to a stranger, right? But it starts off uncomfortable. And so this is just one example I'm giving you, but pretty much anytime you set a new goal, you're going to find that within that goal is going to require you to take some actions that are outside your comfort zone, right? And you have to take those actions, because that new condition is going to require new actions. It's going to require new habits. It's going to require a new belief system, new perspectives, new understandings, new skills, right? Which means you can't do the same old shit that you've always been doing. You're going to have to do some new shit. And it's going to bring up tension. But that's what gives you an opportunity to become a stronger man, to develop stronger character, to become more grounded in your masculinity. So challenge, discomfort, tension, fear, these are not things to run away from. These are things we should seek out, because this is how we develop strength. This is how we develop our inner game. This is how we become more grounded in our masculinity. This is how we become more able to handle life more able to express ourselves authentically and stop hiding away from shit. Stop resisting shit. Stop trying to stay safe. It's not masculine traits. You staying safe, that's beta male behavior, right? If women are not looking for beta males, right? They use beta males. They get off on beta males, right? Get off in the sense that they're you know, they see themselves above beta males. Like, they're not gonna just come out and say that, but that's how they see themselves, because beta males typically communicate in a way where it's like they're afraid to like say what they really want to say. They're afraid to do what they really want to do, right? And the woman is not stupid. She's picking up on that, right? And that's not attractive to her. She's seeking a man of higher value, right? A man who is greater than her, in the sense that a man who can elevate her status in life, not a guy who's looking for her for validation, right? So what I'm saying here is, like, when it comes to expressing yourself, when it comes to communicating, when it comes to putting yourself out there, if you're doing things that you normally don't do, meaning you're pushing yourself, right? You're trying to expand, you're trying to become greater, it's gonna be uncomfortable. And you shouldn't be avoiding that. We have this tendency to avoid discomfort. Like, if something's uncomfortable, we think it's wrong. We think it's something to avoid. We should go in the other direction, but that's actually incorrect, right? That power that you want, that transformation that you want, those results that you want, that success that you want, is gonna require you to go into that uncomfort zone, that uncomfort zone, discomfort zone, not the comfort zone, the zone that you don't want to go into. That's where the power is. That's where the transformation is. That's where the results are, right? And so we want to develop this quality of being comfortable being uncomfortable. That's the quality we want to develop, right? And so literally, I set my day up with the state of mind or the mentality that I'm going to put myself through uncomfortable situations today. Consciously, I'm going to make a conscious decision to do that, because I want to be a man who is comfortable being uncomfortable. Because I understand that if I want to hit my goals, if I want to become a better version of myself, right? If I want to increase the quality of my life, I have to expand my comfort zone. I can't stay in this doing the same shit over and over and expect a new experience, expect a new condition. That would be ridiculous. That would actually be insane for me to think that's the case. And so this is a quality we want to have as men, is we want to be the type of men that seek out discomfort, because that's weakness, right? There's things that we are uncomfortable with that we shouldn't be. I don't think a man should be uncomfortable approaching a woman, right? We should be able to approach a woman and look her directly in the eye and say what we want to say, and be comfortable doing that. And we should be okay with her response. Whether she likes us or doesn't like us, we should be able to handle that. We shouldn't be avoiding it. Oh, how can I never get rejected? There's literally people trying to figure out how to never get rejected. Are you kidding me? Rejection's a part of life. There's no, you can't get away from that. And you should want to get rejected. You don't want to end up with the wrong people. You know, you don't want to connect with the wrong people. You want to find the right people. So of course you're going to repel certain people. You're not going to match up with every single person you meet, every single girl you meet. But you want to be strong enough to get through the discomfort of approaching women who you don't connect with, so you can get to the women who you do connect with, right? But that requires strength. Like, some guys, they'll go out and they'll try to talk to a woman, but if they get rejected, they're done. They give up, they're done. And that's not smart, man. Because literally, you can get rejected by one girl, and you can go up to another girl and say the same exact thing, and that other girl is all over you, right? That other girl is laughing at your jokes and smiling and giggly and bubbly and feminine and all that great stuff. And you said the same exact thing you said to the other girl. You just didn't connect with the other girl, right? But if you were not comfortable with being uncomfortable, you wouldn't have been able to go from that girl that you got rejected by to the next girl, right? And then another thing you want to look at is don't get cocky too quickly. Like one thing I noticed too is like a guy will go out, he'll talk to a woman, he'll get one number, and then he's like, oh, I'm good now. I'm done for the day. No, go and get some more numbers, right? If you got one number, that means you could get another one. Why are you stopping at one? Abundance mentality. You don't want to stop at one, because now if you stop at one, you're going to be so focused and so attached to that one. And if she says one thing wrong, then now you're ruined. But when you have multiple women that you're talking to, you got multiple numbers, multiple dates set up, now you're more relaxed. Now you're in an abundant mindset. Now if a girl says something, you don't get triggered because you're like, well, it doesn't matter. I have 5 other girls I'm talking to, right? Or I got 3 dates set up for the week. So if one girl flakes, who gives a shit? There's 2, I got 2 others set up. That's the mindset you want to have. You don't want to be stuck on one girl, because that one girl is going to basically be able to control you like a puppet because you're so attached to it. And then if you're trying to, stray away from discomfort, you're not going to put yourself out there again to meet more women. So that's why I say, like, my advice when it comes to cold approach, when it comes to going out and meeting women, I think it's much wiser to go out. Let's say you tell yourself, I'm going to do a 30-day challenge. I'm going to go out and talk to 5 women a day for 30 days. And you commit to that. You say, I'm going to do this. Even on the days I don't feel like doing it, I'm going to do this. Right? Because I know if I go out and I talk to 5 women a day for 30 days, of course I'm going to meet some women. Of course I'm going to get some numbers. Right? Because that's consistency. You're hitting the numbers, right? You're consistently talking to women, and you're going to be growing throughout that process, meaning you're going to get better, right? You're going to start seeing patterns, right? You're going to start doing things better. Your communication is going to get better. You're going to be more relaxed. You're going to be more solid. You're going to be more grounded in your masculinity. You're going to be more able to express yourself. You're going to give less fucks, right? And so obviously you're going to improve, and the results are going to get better. But if you just go out one day and you try to do a couple approaches and then you stop for a month, and then you go out another day and then you stop for a month, that doesn't work, man. That doesn't work. You have to, if you really want to get results or something, you got to be consistent. So this is just in the context of approaching women, but this applies to all areas of life. That consistency is key. That's why we want to become comfortable with being uncomfortable, right? So we can consistently do what we need to do to get the results we want, and not make excuses and not, oh, I don't feel like doing it. It's uncomfortable. That shit is not manly. It's very weak, man. It's very weak. Just do what you gotta do. Fuck the bullshit, man. Fuck the feelings. You already know how that shit goes. The feelings are gonna change. It's temporary. We can't be relying on that shit, right? We gotta rely on discipline. We gotta rely on wisdom, intelligence, logic. What's the logical thing to do? The logical thing to do is to talk to women consistently, so you have abundance, right? So you can create abundance. Don't just focus on one woman. How can I get that one girl? Nah, man. How can I get 10 girls? And then out of those 10 girls, if I want to choose one girl, that's fine. But make sure I have 10 girls to choose from. See what I'm saying? That's the mentality. So anyway, that's the advice for this video, man. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Challenge yourself. Challenge yourself. Step outside of your comfort zone. Try something new. Do something different. Go out and get rejected. Who gives a fuck? Get comfortable with rejection. Imagine if you actually learned how to enjoy rejection. You'd be unstoppable. And women will respond to you differently. When a woman can sense that you don't fear her rejection, you become interesting to her, because she's like, wait, who is this guy? Why is he not afraid of rejection? Why does he not give a fuck? Why is he just saying whatever he wants and he's not flinching? Right? That's the kind of man we want to be. All right? If you're a man watching this and you want to develop unbreakable self-confidence, you want to eliminate your fear of approaching women, you want to become a sexy beast, the most attractive version of yourself, join the Unbreakable Beast Tribe. I'll drop a link to the group in the comment section, and I'll see you inside. Peace.